Hey y'all, welcome back to another review of Life of Chelsea for Beyond the Gates, June 5th, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. I was trying to make sure I mark all the ones that I'm finna talk about. Hold on. I said, Leslie, that ain't no wig lady. She always ruining stuff. I said, she must be keeping tabs on them or something. I said, she got to. How is it that she always popping up exactly where they are? Exactly where they are. I said, she got to be tracking them or something. But yeah, I said, they was having a moment. She done took her tail up over here and ruined things. Yeah, I said, they was just sharing a moment. And here she go. I said, here she go. But yeah, okay. So who we going to start with first? Hold on, y'all. Let me do this right fast. We're going to start with Anita them. I think that's who they showed first. Is that who they showed first? Anita and Vernon. Anita, Vernon, Tracy, Sharon. Hold on. So basically, Vernon was still trying to encourage her, let her know that, she's not to blame or whatever, just comforting her or whatever. But Anita was hesitating to make the call to cancel the reunion. She was talking to Vernon about it. And he was like, maybe that's a sign because, it's not the right move. I am glad, though, with that scene that she stood up for herself because they was as much to blame. And she was pointing out, she was like, y'all stopped it. Y'all was a part of it as well. Y'all helped me kick Barbara out. Y'all didn't try to stop it. And I said, exactly. I said, exactly. But yeah, Anita was hesitating to make the call to cancel the reunion. That's when Vernon was trying to, comfort her and encourage her and try to get her to see that that's not the right call. That's not the right move. Tracy ends up telling Sharon there has been a glitch in the reunion plans because she had just came back. And she was saying how now Anita doesn't want to do it. And I said, Sharon do kind of have a point because if back in the day she was doing the same thing, they clearly done told you that they have a problem with that, then you can't just do that. You don't call these folks, you don't got them to get on board or whatever, and now you're trying to change because you don't want to do it, because you feel guilty and everything. So it's like, yeah, I definitely see their side in things, but I'm glad that she did remind them that y'all not innocent in this. But the thing about it though, um, I don't know. I'm waiting on them to say something about Barbara. I'm waiting to see if they know if she's dead or not. If they know that she is still alive or something. That's what I'm waiting on. That's definitely what I'm waiting on. But yeah, Anita was still just beating herself up about the whole situation. Tracy was trying to talk to Sharon about it. Vernon ends up saying that Dante convinced all of them to kick Barbara out the group. It wasn't just on Anita. And that's exactly why she went and told them what she told them. But yeah, Anita said they were supposed to be taking a break when Barbara died. But instead, she never came back. I was like, that was kind of messed up, though. That was definitely kind of messed up. But I understand if something not working for you no more, you don't want people approval, then you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I said I understand. I definitely understand both sides. I'd be mad too, but then at the same time, I don't want to. What if she would have went to them and told them, and they would have been like, no, or whatever, waiting to this, and then she would have waited, and then down the line they kept doing the same thing. But yeah, I'm ready to see them actually perform. I'm ready to see if Barbara is June. I about to say Juna. Where I get that from, I don't know. But what else happened with them? Um, I think after she said that they were supposed to be on break after Barbara allegedly died, Vernon was like he never knew that, but he still was like supportive. He was very supportive of whatever of her. What else happened with them? Anita tells Sharon to take. Oh, Sharon came in about to talk crazy to Anita. Anita was like, not today. I ain't in the mood today. You can take all that negativity somewhere else because today ain't the day. She said today is not the day. And Sharon said, and Tracy just be standing there. Um, Sharon said, well, when would you like me to return since you in charge or whatever? It's basically nothing has changed. She still thinks she in charge of everything. She like, would you like me to come back tomorrow, same time, same place? I look at her. People was really giving the lady that's playing Sharon a hard time. I said I think they're doing a good job. I don't know though, because I give everybody the benefit of the doubt though. I think they're doing a good job so far. But yeah, people was definitely they was talking about her acting. They was talking about what she had on, and I was like, I don't see nothing wrong with what none of them have on or how she performed. I think they're doing a good job so far. But we'll see down the line. But yeah, a lot of people was talking about the lady that plays Sharon and the lady that plays Tracy. Now, so I think they're doing good, y'all. I don't know what else happened with Anita now. Let me see. So they was trying to talk to Anita and tell them that they on board, they willing to do it, but Anita still didn't want to do it. She was still saying how she doesn't want to do the concert anymore, and she told them they know the way out, and she just went out there in the hallway and she just sit down and she crying and stuff. And I said, but I said she still kind of seemed like she making it all about herself. I'm waiting on them to tell that Sharon said that she was gonna use Anita, until she get a career off the ground or whatever. I was waiting on that, but she still talking about she don't want to do the concert. But what else happened with them? Let me see. I think the end of the scene was when she went out in the hall and started crying or whatever. Let me see who we got next, y'all. Let's see. Laura, Nicole, Mona, Cat. So they was just surprising her because she came back to work. I knew she was gonna end up calling Eva when she kept saying that she was struggling to know the new system that Eva set up. I knew she was gonna try to call her. But yeah, they surprised Laura when she went to work, and then they showed her they was just filling her in on everything that's going on. Kat was still blaming Eva. Nicole was saying she doesn't know about Eva just yet, but she do know that Ted trying to get to know her. But she don't know the part she played up in the whole running Laura off the road thing. And Laura actually says that she hasn't been threatened or that Eva hasn't came after her. But Leslie, on the other hand, then Kat's just instead of saying, Eva this, Eva that. I was like, okay, Jacob, how we get to Jacob? Might as well. That's a good segue. Because Jacob over here acting cowardly. He's supposed to be put her in her place. I mean, he has been trying to tell Kat to stop, that she's not in charge. She could mess up the investigation. But she's so desperate to take Eva and Leslie down that she gonna mess up the whole thing. And I was like, okay, they supposed to had her removed or something. But yeah, that's why she gonna be under that bed. At first, I was thinking that Leslie was gonna go get that helmet and gloves, but apparently, it looked like what you call gonna get it. Look like Kat gonna get it. But yeah, let me see where my notes go. Yeah, like I said, I think Nicole and Mona end up leaving. Kat said she had to go too because she was gonna go talk to Jacob. Laura was struggling, so that's when she ends up calling Eva. Ted and Eva, they were spending time together again. Hold on, let me refer to it. And Eva asked Ted how she's liking the new job, and she was just telling him, and she kept bringing it. I said she don't told him about this doggone sister job. I said, lady, it's not coming back no time soon. Now it might, you never know, but at the same time, she keep on saying, she missed the assistant job. She said she want another relationship with Nicole. She even want a relationship with Kat down the line. And she said she understand basically why Kat is mad and stuff like that. I understand too, because she definitely did what she did or whatever. But at the same time, she too obsessed. She too obsessed. She too focused. She too obsessed with it. But yeah, Ted and Eva he was just asking her about a job. She was saying how things going. Then she ends up saying how she missed how things was. She missed Nicole. She hoped that one day they have a relationship again. And she even hoped that her and Kat has a relationship. And Ted was saying how he knows something else. Now, when they said on spoiler, they said something about Eve was supposed to confess to Ted. I was assuming that she was gonna tell what she know. No, she was just saying how she truly feels about the job. Yeah, that's all she was talking about. She was talking about the assistant job. Ted tells Eva that Laura's out of the hospital, and she was like, she knew they knew it was a matter of time that she can't get her job back or whatever. And that's when she ends up being contacted by Laura. And when she got there, they met up at the orphan I forgot again, y'all. But yeah, she was saying how she's struggling with the system, so she need her help, and Eva offered to help her. Eva offered to help her, and that's the last thing we seen with them. Who we got next? Let's see. Leslie and Jacob. So he went there, and I was like, Jacob, she's showing you that she too calm. She was way too calm or whatever. They searched the place. He ended up saying he had a warrant, so they came in. They was looking. He went straight to the closet. I said, "Look, Eva, what you done did." I said, "Look, Eva, what you done did. Sit up here and messed everything up." Now she might be about to frame you, because what she told Ted on today's episode, she was like, "Get the cops up off of her, or else she gonna do something." I was like, "She finna frame her." But yeah, so they searched the place. He went straight to the closet. He pulled out something or whatever. He was acting like he found something. He ain't found nothing. He ain't found nothing. Then he grabbed something, put it in the bag, and he told Kat that he just got that to scare her. I said she's not easily scared. She's not easily scared or whatever. But yeah, so when he got to the police station, Kat was asking, he was saying how it was clean. So she was like, okay, if it wasn't there, if the evidence wasn't there, that means Eva Hill. I said, she right about that. She right about that. She definitely got the evidence. So she was talking about finding it. He was like, no, you still could mess up the investigation or whatever. And I swear, anytime he's talking to her, it's like go in one ear and out the other ear. Don't they usually arrest you if you interfere with the investigation? She should have been arrested. He ended up telling her that, saying, remember when I arrested your Aunt Danny? She was like, yeah, traitor. And he was like, basically saying I arrest you too. But then he ended up apologizing to her, and I was like, what you apologizing to her for? She interfered. But yeah, so after that, I forget what she said. I think they was talking about it being illegal. She could get charged for, stealing and stuff like that if she goes to Eva's hotel, because she suggested that they get a warrant or use the warrant that they already got to get into Eva's hotel. And he was like, you can't use that same warrant for that or whatever. So now that's why she's gonna be under the bed. But my thing though is they said something about Eva and Tomas have no idea the danger they're in. So I don't know if that's about Dana or what. I don't know if they mixed it up, because y'all know sometimes with the synopsis or whatever they mix up names. So it could be Kat don't know the danger she's in, but they did show her under the bed. They also show Eva looking through something or whatever, and it obviously was about the helmet, and it's gone. So I don't know who's gonna get it. I said, you know what though? If Kat under the bed hiding, I hope she see Tomas and Eva together. I hope she see Tomas and Eva together, because it's about that time. She seen them once. Well, she seen them more than once, but she still ain't picked up on it. She still ain't really picked up on it anyways. But yeah, Leslie and Jacob, Kat and Jacob. Who else we got? We already talked about Laura and Eva. I think the last people we got is Ted, Nicole, and Leslie. Let me make sure. Let me scan these notes, because she done made me. I was yelling. Oh yeah, I said, here she go. I said, she done messed up everything. They stand up there, Nicole, she half smiling and stuff. I said, hey, she done brought her tail over here. Look, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I'm about to scan these notes, then we're going to talk about it. Because I was like, she done messed. They finally, Ted was doing most of the talking or whatever, but they was like flirting in a way and just having a nice little moment. Here she come brought her tail. I know. I said, she tracking them with something every time. But yeah, let's see. Ted tells Eva. We already talked about that. We already talked about Anita. Laura struggling at work. Oh, Leslie said also, she was talking to herself after Jacob left. And she was like, when she done, she gonna own Jacob in the whole jurisdiction. I said, my thing about people is, now she know doggone well she did the crime. She don't act like she innocent, talking about she gonna sue somebody or whatever. And I was like, you know you did it, right? You actually did it. Hold on, let me see. But yeah, she be like throwing these little hints that she gonna do something. And I said she got something else besides that doggone helmet and gloves, probably. Let's see. Kat said if Leslie didn't have evidence, Eva helped. Jacob reminds Kat he arrested Danny. Oh, Ted, Nicole ends up coming while Eva was there, and they just looked at each other, and then Eva left. So then Ted ends up telling Nicole he loved her. She reveals that she got his car, she got his flowers or whatever. What else happened? They was just standing up there for a while. They was standing up there, he was talking or whatever. They was talking about stuff. Stuff. Hold on, y'all. I got distracted. Let me see where I stopped. He was like flirting with her or whatever, and they was just talking. And she was smiling a little bit. Nicole was smiling. I was like, oh, I said, you wearing her down, buddy. You wearing her down. Then here come his side piece. Here come his side piece. I said, take your tail on somewhere, girl. And, oh, what she said. I said, this lady crazy. But yeah, so Nicole, she got mad and she left. Nicole got mad and she left. And Ted told Dana that she had impeccable timing or whatever, interrupted stuff. So then she gonna tell him that he needs to call off the police or she'll take matters into her own hands. And he was like, when have you ever not taken matters into your own hands? I said, true that, true that. And he was like, he don't have no control over the police department. I said, right, he ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, you shouldn't do no crazy stuff. You wouldn't be in this position. Talking about some take, or she'll be forced to take matters into her own hands. Ain't that what got you in trouble in the first place? I said, to me, I feel like she be threatening Eva. I think that's what she doing. I think she threatening Eva. And now with Kat, allegedly, because we don't know who's gonna get the evidence, but somebody's supposed to take the evidence. It could be Leslie, it could be Kat, but we know the evidence is supposed to go. It's supposed to go, or whatever. So I was like, okay, doesn't it still? Couldn't Eva still get charged? If I'm not mistaken, she still get charged because she took evidence or whatever. She took the evidence, she knew about it and everything. She ain't do nothing with it. She said no evidence. She said no evidence, so she covered it up really. And what Dana said it was accessory after the fact. I was like, well, yeah. I don't know if they'll get the same charges, but I was like, yeah, she definitely supposed to face charges. But then again, even if she gets arrested, Ted probably gonna pull some strings to get her out of jail. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's everything, y'all. Let me make sure. Yeah. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, this is her girl. Rest of the day, be safe.